Live and welcome all to this theme of celebrating women's hood, their unique strength, and some game changing strategies from them. And what we're seeing is the connection between women, emotions, and their struggles, and how do they overcome using their strategies. Different women, different guests come with different unique power. Today, we're going to be seeing how, before I could invite my guest, I just want to give a background about a woman. In fact, multiple women that she has that degrees, that certifications, she has ambitions, she has a great career. Yet, she chose her children or her parents, not because she didn't have any other way, but she had love. Love for her parents or for her, people that she's wanting to take care. It could be a kids, it could be their family. So she pressed the pause button for that bright career. And she had that love for her family, that she chose to build that life at home. And it's like now it's become a full-time, instead of being a full-time professional, now she's become a full-time mom. She's into cooking, cleaning, caring. Like after the noise settles down, but one thought keeps lingering in her. It keeps asking her, am I relevant? Am I still enough? And what happened to that woman I used to be? So she doesn't regret that pause, but she only wants that world to understand that sacrifice, that struggles that she goes through. Now, this is the story of not just that woman. It is also amongst us. There are a lot of women amongst us who are highly educated, brilliant, brave, and beautiful in their own way. And today, I'm going to be bringing two beautiful guests. So, they are also highly educated and they also have their silent struggles. And they realized emotional intelligence is their quiet strength because they were able to understand their emotions really well, their needs and wants. They were able to manage their guilt, come out of it using that strength, and still be able to, do something that they always want to do. So, somewhere they began to do what they always want to do. So, that is the unique strength about these guests. So, today I'm going to be inviting two highly educated and beautiful women. I'm just going to say a hi to Bhavya. She is, yes. So, if you can see me, hear me, just give me a hi, hello, Bhavya. I'm also going to be inviting another guest, and these women are from different places. So let's get to see where they are dialing in from. Welcome, Bhavya.
Hey Vrinda, good to be here with you.
Thank you. My pleasure too. And just in few seconds, we'll have another guest as well. So by the time she jumps in, I just want to make sure, how are you feeling?
Excited, interested to discover the stories of, fellow women who are on the same journey.
I know, absolutely right. So it's a very unique theme, and it's a good thing that we all can come forward and talk something that is not commonly spoken about. So it's also a way to recognize each other's strength and celebrate each other. In the meantime, I'm just going to say a hi to Sony Bronson. Hello there. Pavan Kumar. Hello, hello. How are you, Pavan? Rashil Joy. Okay, hi. Narayan Kartika. Hello there. I'm gonna once again invite our guest Ritu. Just make sure that her connectivity and everything is okay. And you can see me, right?
I can.
Bhavya?
Yes,
Okay.
I can.
Super. So I have invited her second time as well. So we'll give some space for the algorithm to help. Okay, I'm
Sure.
just gonna. I think she will be here.
Okay. Yeah, it takes
Yes,
a
she
second for
joined.
us to accept and then,
She
be visible
joined.
on the screen.
Yes, I waved her. I did accept her invite
One of
as
those
well.
times, I think the last to last hackathon where we were all doing Insta lives with each other, what
Hmm.
happened was none of us could see each other. Like both people would be live, the audience would see us, but
Hmm.
none of us could, like the people who were live with each other, we couldn't see each other, and it was like a guessing game. But we just continued to have the conversation. That was a very fun experience. Kind of proved us that technology can ditch you at the right moment.
I know. Welcome,
Hey,
welcome,
Ritu.
Ritu.
Hello,
Finally,
hello Bhavya, hello
Hi.
Brinda.
hello there.
How are you
So,
all?
yes, officially welcome and happy Women's Hood. And this theme is about EQ talks with highly empowered women, empowering women. The entire month, we're going to be recognizing that kind of a woman who is not just surviving, they are thriving, they are just buzzing, right? So, with that note, I would want you to introduce yourself to our audience and, maybe from like your name, your full name, your what you do, and where are you from? I'll go with
Okay.
Bhavya.
Shall I go first?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So my name is Bhavya Nandakumar, and I belong to a place called Kochi here in the southernmost part of India, which is in Kerala. And what I do is actually, in terms of, if I speak very strictly professionally, I'm a digital marketing professional. But what I love to do is I empower other people to do their own digital marketing. So all these small scale businesses who do not know how to do it on their own, who cannot afford to have big agencies on their retainers, etc. Those are the kind of people that I empower by teaching them how to kickstart their marketing on their own. And once they are up to a scale, they are free to go ahead with bigger agencies. But I like to help them in those initial struggling stages that they have.
Awesome. That was sweet and crisp. Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ritu, what do you do?
Yes. Hello
Tell us.
everyone. I'm Ritu Kaur. I'm growth mindset and communication coach, and I help individuals to own their voice, break free from all the self doubts, and live their life truly aligns to their values. So yes,
Awesome.
this is my brief
Lovely.
introduction, and I'm from Chandigarh, and
Mm.
right now, yes,
So super. Thanks to technology, connecting wherever we are. Yesterday,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
yeah, I had my community members all the way from US and Canada, and here we are, North and South, connected beautifully, right? Awesome. So, for the interest of your audience, my name is Brinda Kalyan Raman. I head of an academy called Women's Freedom Freedompreneurs Hub. I generally a very shy person, and hence this Insta Live, was an initiative as a trio theme because I didn't want to do it alone or do it with one on one. So, and I have a little a background about my niche as well. So I'm an emotional intelligence coach, teaching women how to come out of stress and debts, and also time crush. So getting freedom from time, stress, and debts using emotional intelligence and artificial intelligence. So using the tools, whatever is possible that you can automate your life and your business so that you can get some enough time, extra time, at least 2 hours in a day. If you can get, that's what is freedom for us, right? At least
Yeah,
as a mom, I
absolutely.
can, I can really vouch for that. So this is what I do. And this particular theme is to not really get into technicality of what we do, but then who we are actually and why we do what we're doing. So on that, it's very rare that we come out and speak about our unspoken struggles and all that. We want each other people to recognize, but then we don't want to wait for that to happen. We'll recognize each other. Okay. So on that note, I would ask uh, something related to womanhood initially, and then I'll pull you on
Okay.
to other areas where you can give some insights. So the very first question that I would like to ask is, as a woman, what one superpower that you found in other women around you that they always overlook at it? They don't seem to understand that's their superpower. They ignore it. So I'll go with
Okay.
Ritu this time.
Yes.
Okay, if I'm audible.
Ritu, yes, you are.
Yes. So I believe the one superpower that every woman has is their unshakable spirit. They refuse
Mm,
to give up in any situation, though they are struggling from many challenges in their life, but still they stand to their ground. And I feel that this is one of the important superpowers that women have.
mm,
And yes, that is my
mm,
point of view.
mm. Nice.
Nice.
So I'll go with Bhavya now.
Yeah. So, what I have as a woman, I have also overlooked is the ability that we have to connect with people, right? You know, like if you take a situation inside a family, in a workplace, even in the kind of businesses that we run, our superpower as women is how we relate to somebody else, how we empathize and connect with people. Most often, we see it as a vulnerability, like, you know, oh,
Mm,
we are emotional, we are sentimental
mm.
beings. But what we don't realize is that is what is our, you know, our power. Like making those connections, forming those bonds can take you places that without it, you cannot go so far.
That's
So if you ask me, that would be my answer.
okay. Nice. Somewhere or the other, we touch upon this emotional well-being area, right? Whether we like it or not, whether we
Yeah,
want it or not, we do have that nature in us to be able to nurture, care, empathize with others, and that connection
exactly.
that we always tend to make, right? This is a classic example. With my own vulnerability, I just opened out, and a lot of people just pull in, right? Uh,
Exactly.
this could be an area of where we can, if you just say one word of I don't know, you will
Hmm.
not believe that there are a lot of people out there to help you. If
Yeah,
only you're being in that
correct.
position of being vulnerable. So
You
that is
show this
something,
courage. Yeah.
yeah. So that is one thing that I would see that is a superpower in us, but we often overlook at it. So
Mm.
even though we
True.
have, like Ritu says, that we have that inner power in us, that we generally don't use it. Like Bhavya says, we want to empathize, but we generally want to make deeper connections, but we don't take that initiation because maybe somewhere we feel that vulnerability is a weak sign of weakness,
Yeah.
and we don't want to express it out. I think vulnerability is the cement on which all the relationship can be built, right? So
True.
with that note, I would want to go one step deep and into
Okay.
your brain. Okay, maybe to
Okay.
recap or to refresh your memory, but in a way where you have felt yourself those non-empowering moments, right? Like where you felt you were
Hmm.
emotionally drained or exhausted, doubting yourself on maybe on a guilt ride, or maybe some mistakes that you saw yourself doing it, and then how did you overcome that? And it could be in any area, from relationship or your financial independence, side hustle, or your main parenting job. It could be your childhood when you were a daughter, responsibilities of that in any areas, even as a working professional. I know for that matter, both of you come from a rich education background. I know, you must have been driving yourselves with a huge ambitions like all of us do. So it could be any one area that, you would like to share it with us. I'll go with Bhavya this time.
All right. So,
Mm.
actually, Brunda, let me connect it or let me take it further from the earlier point that we discussed, right? Like how we see our own strengths as weaknesses. Because that is something that even I did, I faced, and I probably, I mean, I'm still going through it a lot, but I cannot say that I've overcome it completely. But when I form bonds, I form very deep bonds. I empathize with people on a very, very deep level, and I always used to think, that's not good. Maybe that leaves me open for a lot of judgment comes, right? Especially when you're a woman, you get close to people. A lot of judgments come, a lot of remarks are passed, everything happens, and I used to run away from who I was for a very long time. And in that period, what happened was I was not delivering in my full potential. I was shying away from a lot of responsibilities just because it would make me go out and meet people. I would say no to opportunities, and I would not take up responsibilities. I wouldn't want to grow, further in my career just because of the fear of comments from people or judgments from people. And it was a very weird, awkward situation to be in because I had this internal battle where I was not able to be myself. But the day I realized that whatever I do, whatever I don't do, the comments are going to come, right? So that day I took on a decision to, make it a daily practice to ignore comments. So that is what I'm doing on a regular basis. Whatever comes, I let it wash over me. It's okay, fine. But once it's over, it's over. I let it affect me for 5 minutes because I am a very emotional person. So I let the feeling come in and I let it pass. I don't hold on to it much more any longer.
Oh, very nice.
That was a lesson, yeah, that was a lesson I learned the very hard way.
Absolutely. Tell me about it, right? All of us
Because
have it, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead.
exactly. Because if you look at it, nobody asked me to make those sacrifices, right? I made it because I thought, the action would be bad. So, yeah, I think that is how we as women restrict ourselves a lot, even though I was never asked to make a sacrifice in terms of a job or in terms of a career, education, nothing. I've been blessed like that. But I made a lot of assumptions. I undercut myself, undervalued myself because of all the external things that were not in my control.
Mm,
The day I realized it is not in my control is when I started, letting go of things.
amazing, yeah. Such a hardest thing that, right now can be spoken very seamlessly. It's only because
Exactly.
of the
Journey.
transformation. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
we'll be
Absolutely.
in loss of words, right? It doesn't fit in, right?
Yeah. Correct, correct. I would not have been able to convey this so easily if I was still going through it.
Or throw, clutch and all that will happen,
Yes.
right? We'll gasp and all.
Yes.
Very nice, nicely put across. And this is the best part I love in this Insta Live. Like, this is gold, right? You can't get this
Yeah,
anywhere. You and me, were, connecting like this is, I don't know how many times can we do this. So I think
exactly.
it's the best part. And you again, that touching that vulnerability element and being open here is truly commendable. And I think that's by who you are, right? That's what has shaped you up. So
Yeah,
kudos to
yeah.
you. Kudos to you. Thank you for
Thank you.
sharing that. Thank you.
Thanks,
Ritu,
Linda.
we're waiting for you.
Yes.
Yes,
So,
Ritu.
so what is the thing that in my past, as Bhavya said, that I had the same challenge. I I found it very difficult to express myself. Though I
Mm.
wanted to share many things, but still somewhere I was unable to express my thoughts. Uh, I would say properly, or what I really wanted to share. I always hesitated a lot. So I struggle because of this to make relationships, and somewhere I felt very isolated, and that's I would say a very bad part of my life.
Okay.
So at that time, I realized that it is important to overcome this, because if all the things will go on this way, then it would be very difficult for me to build relationship, and all the time I'll feel like I'm I'm worthless of doing anything. So that is when I decided to learn. I realized that what is that thing that I needed to learn. Then I realized that it's communication skill, because I don't know what to say, how to express my thoughts so that other can perceive me uh, appropriately, right?
Yeah.
Then I learned communication skill. Yes, somewhere you could say that still I'm struggling, but I must say that I overcame a lot, much better than before I am now. And I observed that this problem is not only with me. This is with most of the problem.
With
Most of
people.
the women. So they
Absolutely.
wanted to share their thoughts, their ideas with others, but they unable. They hesitate somewhere. They have lot of self doubts, and then I observed that yes, I'm not like that kind of person that is, who felt that this is the problem only with me. Everybody is like with
Mm.
me all there.
Mm.
And then I decided that I'm going to help people like me to build this skill and to build strong relationship and live life happily,
Mm.
because communication skill is such a vital part of our life that helps us not only in professional but in personal life as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that is how I I approached this mission, and right now I'm on it, and I'm very confident right now that I can do it and I will do it. And
Mm.
yes,
Amazing.
yes,
See, as you rightly said, communication is an important element, which is a starting point for everything you say, right?
yeah,
Whether it's going to be success in terms of getting, financial independence or making any project successful, it all starts with the communication both within ourselves and outside us.
yes,
What kind of
Yes.
vocabulary are we using? It also depends on the words that we are talking to ourselves, and so are the words the same. It's going to be demonstrated to others as well. So it starts with
True.
family, as you rightly say. Charity begins at home. Whatever we do, whatever we say, whatever we think, it's all going to be out there in the family first, and then it's going to get spreaded. So it definitely has an impact.
yeah,
You call this as a problem of any problem that we face, that you want to just come out of it, you want to have a boundaries, or you want to tell them that you're not feeling well. Everything begins with those few words that you can put it correctly. So it is that very fundamental for anybody, any walks of life for that matter, any age, any gender, anything, any across the world. So I
True.
think you at this point of time, Ritu, having high education at your background and with rich experience like this, the mistakes is what we want to teach others not to do. Coaching is very easy for that matter, because when we operate from that authenticity of who we are, actually, coaching is
yeah,
becoming very easy. It's just that we have to learn the strategies, structure to it. That's all we can always put in, if only we're very clear about the personal story. And I think this one
Absolutely.
question is a killer question of what we do today, and even the previous conversations. So I would really like to thank you for doing what you are, because otherwise the mistakes that you have done, like how you
yeah,
said, I'm not the only one who's going through, is a common statement that I have found.
yeah,
Even yesterday, my community members, when we started webinars in USA, back then, during the pandemic, this is the one common statement everybody came to know, right? Every week we used to do have inner circle calls. Like they say, okay, you're also going through this. Oh, I thought I'm the only one.
yeah.
So this is a
Yeah.
constant revelation for everybody, whoever comes, joins in any entry point.
Correct.
And now it
Yeah.
is so
And
very
moreover,
evident when we
Brinda,
speak also.
yeah, and moreover, Brinda, I felt that pain. That is no, that pain is worst. That
Absolutely.
pain makes you feel like you are unable to do anything, but that is not the reality. Thing
Correct.
True.
which I realized is we first need to believe in ourselves. If we believe in ourselves, we can do anything. There is nothing that is impossible, right?
Spot on.
Yeah.
See the power in your words, huh? This one is
Exactly.
communication, right? It just lands in me like point shooter, right?
Yeah.
Very nice. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
the
Thank you for
follow-up
that.
question is, yeah, the follow-up question is, I think you've already given your strategy. If not, I'm going to ask you one game-changing strategy that helped you in your journey. It could be from your mentor, or it could be from your own within self-reflection, self-revelation. It could be in the form of any slogan or any success mantra, something. It could be a best practice that you do daily.
Okay.
Anything that you would like to share it with us. I'll go with Bhavya this
All
time.
right.
Yeah, go
Sure.
ahead.
Thank you. Something that I do is, like I said, I am a very emotional person. I have like 100 thoughts of, trains of thoughts running in my mind at any point of time. So what I do before taking an important decision or reacting to a situation where I'm even hesitant, ki, is that the right response to give, or is that the right answer to give? Is that the right step? What I do is I sit down, I take my journal and start writing. So whatever is there in my mind, I start pouring it out onto the paper. how it helps me is, one, my mind is very relaxed after I do this. Secondly, when I go through what I've written, I can clearly see the pattern that is coming out, and it gives me a perspective from an outsider as well. So I am no longer taking a very emotional decision. Rather, I am being very objective about it. I can see the pros and cons and then take that call. So if that one tip that I would share for all of our audiences is journaling. Try it out. It is a game changing thing.
Brilliant. As simple as that, but yet powerful. I know,
Yeah,
absolutely. It definitely helps declutter your thoughts. The complexity of thoughts definitely gets broken down when you start writing
absolutely.
at any
Yeah,
point of time. Whether
yeah,
it is a
true.
chain of thoughts or when you're feeling intense with no thoughts, with it's like too much of overwhelm.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Yeah. Writing
definitely
is a good option at any point of
point of
time,
time.
right? It
Exactly.
kind of releases you in ways that you can't even begin to explain.
It is definitely a therapeutic exercise, and even the previous guests were able to explain that brain science behind your brain and your
Oh,
writing. So it definitely
oh
has a connection.
wow.
That is why you get relieved,
Yeah,
right? It's like a
yeah.
brain break, actually
Correct.
speaking,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're like
and
downloading the entire thought process onto paper.
getting relieved out of it because it's
Yes.
no more going back. But when it goes back, it is very clarified thought, very distilled and
True.
filtered thought.
Correct,
So
correct.
it's a very good process. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you so much.
Thank
Definitely
you,
a game
Vrinda.
changer, right? Ritu?
Yeah. So for me, what I do is that, as Bhavya said, this is one of the practices which I do, and definitely this helps a lot when you write down everything, whatever goes into your mind. It helps you a lot because it empties your mind. Whatever the thoughts running into your mind, you just throw out on the piece of the paper, and that gives you more clarity. And the other thing which I do is I find a peace place. I look for that,
Mm,
and I just sit there and close my eyes, and I try to concentrate on my breath. I try to
mm,
listen
Mm.
all the sounds, whatever going inside me.
mm.
Yeah, I sit alone at least for 15 minutes,
Very
and
nice.
Okay.
yeah, and that creates a magic for me. I uh, I find myself peaceful after that, and that gives me more clarity. Whatever I think, that whenever I feel confused, that unable to take decision, that gives me much clarity, and this works wonders for me.
Mm.
Yes, so
Very
meditation is the game changing thing
nice.
for me.
From you. Very nice.
Yeah,
Super. Very nice. I mean, it's very simple. Everybody knows, but if only they do this as a ritual, they will
Yeah,
definitely get. Why do we call this as a game changing? Because so it is for you, right?
yeah.
So when it is happening to you, it definitely can change somebody else's life also, provided it is given that sincere and consistent effort to it, right?
exactly.
You have
One more
something
thing
else?
I need to correct here,
Uh-huh.
Binta, is that because we are connected to nature,
Mm.
right? So when
Mm.
you surround yourself with the nature, with the trees, with the peaceful environment, birds chirping or there, that makes you feel, I would say, very peaceful, and
Mm.
it creates
Mm.
a huge impact on your mind, on your soul. And when you connect yourself with the nature, you you truly feels, I would say, the I'm not getting
Connection.
the exact word, but I would say the true peace you can find only when you connect yourself with the nature. So the audience, whoever is there, listen to us. I just want to suggest them that whenever you feel confused or you are not feeling good due to something, whatever the scenarios are there, just try to spend some time with the nature, and
Mm.
that will give you more clarity, that will give you more peace, and you will feel wonderful after that.
Yeah.
Very nice. Beautiful, yeah. Brilliant insights, right? So if I just have to add it to it, there's nothing, anything big. is not something that is going to transform it. These are only simple things that is already around us. If you can capitalize on it, it'll be a beautiful thing. Just to add on those two bits alone, whether it is writing or doing a meditation, it is definitely therapeutic for an individual. And now Ritu had another point of external, taking that external, therapeutic conditions available for us is nature, definitely. I started making this habit right after pandemic, because pandemic is when, we were like shut down. So that is the time that we got that heat of what is it to not going out, what will happen
Yeah.
if you don't step out. You
Yeah.
just cannot sit in. And back in US, it's even more, it was terrifying.
Mm.
And we just cannot see people around like how we see in India. Uh, and already it is like a isolated place. And that too, this pandemic had given us even more pressure. Although we are homies and we like to be that way, but then not looking at the sun or being in the sun was like, something just hit on us.
Yeah.
Gradually, it just hit on us. Started getting negativity, negative thoughts, and all that started happening. Little bit did we know that even the place is getting cold, right? Seasons are
Mm.
very bad there, and unlike India where there is no lot of sunlight all the time available. So slowly I started realizing the importance of nature. And I think that's when I started walking, going for a walk.
Mm.
Like 30,
Okay.
40 minutes, I told myself that for a physical dimension, I think it's important to step out for a walk, for an exercise. It can be any
Right.
exercise, because so many things that we have to do, not just during the pandemic. After that, when the world got opened, we have so many things to do. But if only we have that ritual of just stepping out. Now, after that, I started noticing that you can start connecting to nature in many different ways, and that itself is calming effect. So you might as well
Mm.
want to finish your physical exercise and also, start connecting with nature. And
Yeah.
then you will get to see different seasons, different skies, different starlight, skies, and how many planes are going there, what kind of noise that you're getting, how many children are playing, what kind of games. You just get to see everything. And that
Correct.
time, my one of the concept that my child brought in for her schooling, just one insight, it just stayed in my heart. I just wanted to share it with our audience. So she all of a sudden she came one day and she said, because we were talking about nature, and she said, Ma, today there was an analogy given by our English teacher. How, not English, but something to do with science, I believe. She said, you have to connect yourself with nature, in essence, how an ant will imagine the world, and how a
Okay.
tree will look upon. If you were a tree,
Yeah.
how do you want to see the world, and how do you, what are the qualities that you will, start looking at. So as a
Mm.
tree, you will look at something very caringly, right? So I asked her, no, this is my perspective. I was sharing with her. So immediately what I did was, okay, tell me what happened. So, like, what were the perspectives? So she started sharing her own perspectives. And then my husband was hearing, so we have a joint discussions. And then lastly, I shared my perspectives, and I put this across to my community people. You will not believe, same question, same nature element, but different, whole lot of different perspectives, right?
Yeah.
And if I were to ask you the same question, I'm sure there'll be a different perspectives. So, it's a
Correct.
simple analogy that I just instilled in my heart whenever I feel down, right? I imagine myself as a tree. And
Mm.
whenever I feel really like, out of the world and all that ego hitting, I just imagine as an ant. Okay, this is my
Yeah.
way of dealing with it. Uh, you
Correct.
know, so
I think it
because you
helps you
took
keep yourselves grounded as
grounded,
well, right?
right? Whether sometimes when we are actually very humble and grounded, we really want that boost, right? And then I
Absolutely.
imagine as a tree, okay? So you look at things like, in my own way, I imagine, and then I take these both analogy, and then she brings in a lot of other concepts like, and anything related to nature, I'm all out there, Ritu. So I really can relate to what you're saying. On that note, I think we dwelled on this, more
For
than that
quite
we wanted to do
some
it.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all, at the end of the day, I think it is an insight that we cannot take it out from each of us anytime. If not, we miss this. So the next one that I would like to ask is, if there is any a game changing, not game changing, but any gift that you would like to give, which can really help them, help our audience, whoever is watching here, anything related to women or women transformation, that you can share it so they can use it. It could not be give them the real, transformation yet, but
Yeah.
they can practice it. So if there is anything, you can share with us. I'll go with Bhavya now.
Okay. So in terms of a giveaway, I what I understand is from our audience, most of them seem to be like, women who are doing things on their own. We saw some coaches join us and all that. So what I want to give is I want to give like 30 minutes of my consultation time for them, wherein I would go through. I mean, if they have specific challenges, I will help in terms of digital journeys. If they have specific challenges, I will give them strategies as to what can be done. If they're just starting out, we will map out a plan together. So I want to give my time
Okay.
because I'm sure from the last, I don't know, 10 plus years of whatever I have learned, I might be able to help them in some regard if you're just starting out, especially. So that is what I would like to offer. And if anybody watching this video wants to take this up, please, you can DM me on Instagram and then we can take it from there. I'll
Super.
send you the
So
booking link.
very nice. This is for women or men, anybody.
Both,
Yeah.
anybody.
Anyone who wants to start something on the digital
Yes.
marketing or
Yes.
who is already
Or
on
if
the
they're
way,
already
sure.
doing, yeah, and
Both
they're
of
stuck somewhere, they want some
anywhere.
strategy,
Okay. Okay.
attention,
So they can DM you, right? Is there any
they
word
can
that you
just
want
come and DM me.
to?
No, they
Okay.
just have to tell
Yeah.
me that they watched the live. That's it.
Okay.
Just
They
give me a
watch the
point of
live. So that's
reference as to how you connected.
okay.
That's all.
Lovely. I'll go for Ritu now. And
Yeah,
yeah, Ritu, after yours. Yeah,
yeah,
go on.
continue with the.
Okay, I just
Would
want
like to
to
say
say
the
a hi to our audience. Anand is, watching. Hi, Anand. I think Anand is from UK. Peaceful Parenting, that's our daughter Lakshmi from UK again. A Passion Forever, Dr. Arushi and Viveka Vasant. Hi. Afsal, hi. Two states. What's two states? Okay.
They
Coach.
commented two states when we were talking about North and South.
Ah, okay. Coach Rosie Thomas, hi. Jason Joseph, hi. Yoga to World, hi. Consistent watch listener. Thank you so much, Hari. Success Saju, hi. Success Saju started following us. Super. Dr. Sanjesh, hi. Ashish Saj Shan, hi. Ooh, Leka Susir Sherji, hi. Okay, and Sham the Explorer, hi. Arpit Chauri 27, hi. Thank you so much. Quite a list of people, huh?
So many viewers today. Yeah,
Thank
lovely.
you. We missed to say a hi earlier, but then we are right now. Okay, Coach Rosie Thomas is saying a hi to who? All of us. Okay.
All
And
of us.
Sony
Yes. Hi,
Bronson also
Rosie.
started. Somebody whom you know. Okay, great.
Yes,
Super.
yes. They're from the hackathon team.
Awesome.
So
Awesome. So
Saju, Jason, Rosie, all of them.
all of them, is it? Wonderful. So
Yeah,
we'll soon be meeting all of them again. Okay.
absolutely.
So they will also be jumping into the bandwagon. All right. So I'll let you go with one last question. And after all that, I myself, being a host, I think this is the only life that I got immersed so much, especially when Ritu just
Okay.
gave me that cue. I think I lost my track.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you know, I want to let you go, both of you, by telling our audience, like, as a woman, as an individual woman, what is that one quality,
Mm.
supreme quality that you would not let go for any reasons as a woman? So if that is so, what would that be? I'll go with Ritu first.
yeah. So first of all, I would like to say hi to everyone again over there, whoever is watching us. And next, I would like to give answer of the first earlier question which you asked me. That is the giveaway which I would like to give
Oh,
to my audience.
yes, please.
Is that first of all, I have a message for all the people who are struggling with self-doubt and they hesitate to express themselves freely. First of all, I would say that believe in yourself and join somebody. By this, I meant to say that have a mentor in your life. Join somebody, create a positive environment around yourself. That creates a huge impact in your life. Yeah, because this is a era that is very fast and we need to do a lot of things on everyday basis. We need to take care of our family, our job, and ourselves, and other things as well. So create a positive environment around you. uh, you can do it in many ways. Join some mentor, whoever you like, whoever you think that you can connect with. And also from my side, I'm here to handhold you always. I'll give you my one-to-one 30-minute session, one-to-one free. You can connect me anytime, just DM me, right? And the next question, Brinda, you asked me, I forgot.
Oh,
Could you repeat?
what one quality that
Yeah,
as
one quality.
a woman?
So the one quality I believe in myself, I have gifted by nature, I think, is resilience. I can bounce back from any setback. I have that willpower. And this quality isn't with me because of my parents. I think this is a blessing from them as well. And I can, yes, I can't give up in anything. If I decided something, first I'll put my 100% effort. After that, if it will not work, then it's okay, no problem. I will look for another way. But I never accept the defeat. Yes.
Oh,
So I have this, yeah.
right.
So
That
that's it.
that is truly empowering, right?
It is.
No doubt
Thank
about
you.
it.
Her
And
words
quite a lot of stuff you,
just hit you so hard. Yeah.
yeah, and quite a lot of stuff you just said. I mean, I have to catch up. Keywords like, the answer to your giveaway is, it's fine. That's a technical one, so people will remember. But the previous one is about resilience. Okay, but you did mention something about
Yeah,
somewhere
to
you
create
did.
a positive environment around yourself. Join
Ah,
anybody with whom you
yeah,
connect. Yeah, that is
Have a
important in
mentor.
today's era.
Yeah.
Don't take it
correct.
lightly.
Yeah.
I have two mentors of mine who every day inspired me a lot. I'm in their, what to say, in their protection, what to say, aura. And
Wow.
that helped me a lot to
Absolutely.
handle the everyday challenges. It's like everybody has challenges. Don't give up on anything, I would say. You can do anything once you decided. Whatever, if anybody saying you something wrong, negative comments or whatever negative stuff anybody is throwing on you, just don't take it. Be what to say, deep at that time.
Yeah.
Don't
Do
listen to that.
what
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
what
don't
Bhavya is doing.
listen to that.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
are whatever
Wantedly don't listen.
you are
Right?
you are living for whom? You every day you get up for for who people.
Correct.
Sorry for my English. I'm not that fluent,
Oh,
but
No,
try
I
that's
to
think
okay.
understand my
the idea
intention.
is coming across clear, so please don't mind
Yeah,
all that.
No, the
I'm
reason
also
why I
I'm
pick.
I'm not
No,
I'm not feeling ashamed of that. I'm learning.
no, no,
I'm
no,
on the
no. I
I'm on
won't
the
let you
way.
go also. I'm pulling your brain. I'm eating your brain more.
Yeah,
It's because it's coming out of conviction. It's not about those
Correct.
words.
definitely,
It's from within you,
definitely.
right?
Yeah,
So that's what
yeah,
is
that is true
communication all
because that.
about.
Yeah. So just don't give up on anything. Trust yourself. You have all the power within you. We are created by the supreme power, right? And we are
Yeah.
not so much so delicate that anything outside can break
Mm,
us. Believe in yourself.
absolutely.
That is my only mantra. I every day remember it, and that creates magic for me.
Very
Yes.
nice. So believe
Great.
in yourself. Don't, lose yourself for any judgments, and
Yeah.
start writing. Whatever complexity you have, just start writing and bounce back. Build that resilience and continue to have that resilience. Do some meditation, take some pause, mindful pause, be with nature, and have a mentor, because external accountability definitely is important. Not
Definitely
every time.
matters. Yeah.
Yeah, not every time we can bounce back with our own intrinsic motivation, because we are also human and we have also have a saturation point. That's when you will have the external accountability helping you. It could be in the form of your own family members who can be accountable for you in the journey that you have. because unless you have a matching goals, it's not going to work. Similarly, it could be your friends,
Exactly.
or it could be community members like this, or it could be a mentor who can actually guide you. But at the, it could be a spiritual master as well. So as it is, it's important to take the both the self and others component. I think that is the important element of you being emotionally intelligent also. It's not always about self. It is not always about others also. It's the blend of both the self and others. That's what
True.
makes us who we are. And with that, I would just like to say a last hi to Aparna Jadhav, coach, who just joined in, and Sony Bronson had said, don't stop, keep the discussion going, fire. Okay, we would love to, in the interest of time only. Absolutely love the thought, Ritu. Don't let anyone, including yourself, tell anything less of yourself. Gold. There we go. Thank you so much. With all that gold treasure, I'm not going to let this go just like that. We will be meeting up soon again, maybe with a different trio or with a different theme. We will definitely continue to have these discussions as well. Okay.
Even
But
one thing I would like to say here is now I am feeling that I we should not stop this live.
Exactly.
That we should go.
I know, I know, but
Yeah.
we just have to respect. And we were on top, yeah. I mean, we didn't expect this to be so crisp and it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Only with the respect of the app. Otherwise, I mean, Instagram algorithm. Otherwise, we can go on. But we will definitely come out with different theme and we'll continue
Yes,
this kind of
definitely,
activity,
definitely.
We'll
right?
connect back again for sure.
Yes,
Yeah, for
super.
sure.
And thank you so much for
Indeed.
connecting from, whichever part of the country you are. And we'll again meet. Thank you for joining
Vrinda,
in.
thanks for actually taking the time and effort for doing this because I know you've been doing this on a marathon level with different people in from different countries also, if I'm right. Yeah. So amazing, effort. Hats off to what you do and do keep doing. I know it started off as a personal challenge, but I think this has evolved into something more as of now because you've pulled out so many of us who are like, waiting for that right shove in the right direction to come on the camera and start speaking. You are doing an amazing job. Keep doing. More power to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes,
And,
I
although,
would like to.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Continue.
Go ahead, Ritu.
Yeah, I would like to thank you because yes, Bhavya said very well. It is only because of you that we had
Yeah.
such a meaningful conversation and lovely audience out there. So I just want to thank you for this, and this is really a great initiative you have taken. Just go for it, and whenever you need me, whenever you think that you need my help, I'm always there. Always.
Yes, yes, we'll do
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's
Thanks,
of course
Vrinda.
there
Thank
was
you.
a personal hurdle, but it is maybe something to. I always had an envision about doing something summits, virtual summits with back home
Hmm.
with my people. But I think it's an extension of those dreams and those
Yeah.
vision, very intense thoughts. It's
These
just
are probably the
manifesting.
mini summits that will lead you to the
Yeah,
bigger summit that you do.
this is like a trio summit, right? On Insta Live,
Yeah.
very quick one. We're gonna do a grander one, so be part of it and stay in touch. And also, I'm
Definitely.
requesting
Yeah.
all the audience to be also part of this beautiful thing, and I'm sure it's going to be meaningful and useful for all of us. Thank you so much for coming and encouraging. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye bye.